Hello, everyone. Welcome back here to Talk Tottenham here with your host, Tom. Guys, I wasn't going to put out a video, but I realised, I didn't do a match reaction to the Burnley game. And of course, we do have the little matter of us entertaining Manchester City tomorrow at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which, let's face it, guys. It's gonna be it's gonna be a weird game. It feels really weird even sort of doing a video for a game like this with everything at stake. Obviously, I probably don't need to tell you this, but if you've been hiding under a rock, the facts are, guys, that if Spurs weren't to lose tomorrow, then it really gives Arsenal a huge advantage in the title race, and probably if Spurs were to get something tomorrow, it basically it kind of hands Arsenal the league in some way. So it's a difficult one, guys, because I think the fan base is really split at the moment. There's a very, very large section of the fan base, probably way over half, that probably don't even want Tottenham to win tomorrow and want us to lose, because if like I keep saying, guys, I've already said, we could seriously be handing Arsenal the league tomorrow, which of course nobody wants. Nobody wants. But at the same time, I've just watched the Aston Villa Liverpool game, which has ended 3-3, and Villa come back into that in the last few minutes to draw the game. But it does still leave the door open for Spurs to grab fourth place if they wanted to. But I don't know, guys. It's such a weird moment at the moment, really, to be honest, because of course, at the start of the season, many times through this season, we've wanted top four. Of course, it would have been a good achievement to the club, but at what cost? Not surely at the cost of handing the league title to Arsenal, to our arch rivals. Um, and I will caveat that, guys, as well by saying, I've said in other videos as well recently, I'm not sure we are ready for Champions League football. I don't think that is the level we're at. Even Ange came out recently in a press conference and said he doesn't think we're ready. But now, of course, we're in this really, really difficult predicament where, Ange is being questioned, in the press conference today about, Tottenham's professionalism tomorrow. Are we going to go for the game? Are we going to go for the win? And Ange really, didn't welcome that question, didn't like the question, and, basically said that, of course, that was what we were going to do. We were going to go for the win, that it's sport at the end of the day, and you have to be professional. Now, you wouldn't really expect Ange to say anything else, would you really? He's certainly not going to come out and say that we're not going to try. Look, I don't think we are going to throw the game. I don't think it's going to be a case of we're not going to try. But, you know, the facts of the matter are, guys, even at our best, chances are very, very slim that we would be beating a Manchester City team on this type of form with this much to play, that they've got this much to play at the moment. I mean, yes, there is still a chink of light for top four, but do we want top four? Not even sure it would really benefit the club really at the moment, to be honest. I mean, yes, of course it would be good for the cash injection. Like I've said before, it would be good to maybe attract that higher caliber level of player. I just don't think we're ready, and you know, um, it's just honestly, it's such a weird predicament to be in. I mean, the way I see it going is, I think the game's going to be competitive tomorrow. I do. I think it's going to be close, and then I'm pretty sure, I'm sure City will take control and take charge at some point, and I can't see us really, if City do score and go ahead, I can't really see us getting back into this game. The other thing as well, what type of atmosphere is it going to be like in the ground? It's going to be a fascinating spectacle and just fascinating to kind of see what type of atmosphere it's going to be. Are the fans going to be on side? Are they going to be singing? Or are they really going to almost sort of, I don't want to say celebrating the City goals, but put it this way, it's a win-win tomorrow. But I mean, God forbid we actually came out of that game with a win. I really don't know really what the reaction would be. I just can't see it, guys. I can't see it. Um, I can't see us stopping a juggernaut like Man City in the form that they're in at the moment. I saw the 4-0 win away at Fulham at the weekend, and they were just purring. I mean, and they just make it look so easy. They really do. So easy. Every single pass is on point. Everything about their performance is perfection. And, you know, I can't really see anything other than a Man City win. Um, but, you know, this is football and this is the Premier League. And sometimes strange things happen. And it is going to be incredible, really, just to see the game tomorrow, and with so much riding on it, and you just know all the gooners are going to be watching the game, yeah, hoping for a miracle, and I just don't think it's going to happen, guys. I don't think it's going to be going to happen because if you are even 1% off it, or even a micro of a percent off it against a team like City, they will gobble you up and spit you out. And even when you're playing your best football against City, often it's not enough. Um, However, I will say the fact that we are a bogey team to City, and they still haven't actually ever scored a goal against us in the league at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Yes, they came and beat us in the FA Cup earlier this season 1-0, but um, you know that was actually quite a competitive game, and Spurs did play very well in that game, but City sort of just took charge in the end. Um, if you're looking at the lineup, um, I don't see too many changes, to be honest, from the Burnley match. So I think he'll play Vicario in goal. Um, I do think he might change up the back four because Van der Ven in the second half against Burnley, he went to left back and he did really well there. And it was good to see Dragazine um, get some minutes in at centre back. And as much as I was pleased to see Skippy get some minutes, because I don't think he's had enough minutes this season. I think probably Van der Ven will start at left back, and you'll see Dragazine and Romero at centre back, Pedro Porro at right back. Good to see Basuma have a better game in the Burnley game, long time overdue. But here probably start in the midfield with Sarr, unless he does decide to bring Bentancur back in. But he does seem to quite like Sarr and Bentancur, and we'll probably need the legs in the midfield just to keep up with City just keeping the ball, because Man City are going to have the ball for pretty much the whole game really, and we're going to have to counter them and try and counter when we can. And then ahead of them, James Maddison. I only saw part of the game, guys, on Sunday against Burnley. I saw most of the second half, and we did have to say we looked really good in that second half. And Maddison was great, was really good, and so hopefully he's maybe on the way to coming back into some form. Kulusevski though didn't have a good game, so whether or not he decides to put Sonny on the left and Johnson on the right, I can see him doing something like that. But then who on earth do we play up front, because Richarlison's out for the season now? So unless he goes with Dane Scarlett, maybe he'll do that. I think he probably will, to be honest. I think Sonny looks so much more comfortable out on the left at the moment. And Johnson seems to quite like that right-hand flank a lot of the time. So, yeah, Johnson and Son on the flanks, Scarlett up front. It'll be a good rest. It'll be a good chance for Dane Scarlett, um, proper thrown into the deep end there against Man City. And then you'll have the likes of Bentancur, Lo Celso, Højbjerg, Skip on the bench, to maybe change it up. Um, I can't see anything, guys. I can't see anything really apart from a City win. I think it's probably going to be probably a routine 2-0 win, or perhaps 3-1 if Spurs do get a goal. But I can see City having a sort of a two-goal buffer at all times. I don't really think it's going to be, you know, a close match, to be honest. I just don't think that we can live with City in this type of form at the moment. And like I said, with the atmosphere in the stadium, and with at least half of the stadium not even wanting Spurs to win this game, I just can't see how we're going to raise ourselves to get over the line in this one. And I think most people are going to be quite satisfied with the title not going to Arsenal. Now, if people want to say that isn't professional, if people want to say that, that's us, being really, really poor and, just handing the league to City, well, then I'll say, well, you know, rivalry in football, it never goes away. And the rivalry between Spurs and Arsenal is one of the fiercest in world football. And they sure as hell wouldn't be wanting to do us any favours if we were in their shoes. I can tell you that for now. All these Arsenal fans coming out saying, "Oh, come on, Spurs, do us a favour. Top four's still there for you." It's a load of bollocks, guys. And they, as I say, they would not be wanting to help us out. They would want us to be screwing ourselves over. So I don't buy it. I don't buy it at all. And it's just the way it is, guys. It's just the way it is. But it's all immaterial anyway, because I don't think it's gonna mean much at the end of it anyway. Um, you can't live with a team like City in this current form. They're just too good. They are too good. They're the best team in the world, and to go toe to toe with them is really, really difficult in this form. And I think they're gonna. I just hope it. I don't think it's going to be embarrassing. I don't think it's going to be embarrassing. It's at the end of the day, it's Tottenham's last home game of the season tomorrow, so we need to go out with our heads held high. We need to be professional, and I'm sure we will. But at the same time, it's going to be a strange night, guys. It's going to be a strange one. So, guys, I'll leave it there. We've obviously got City tomorrow in the evening kickoff, and then our final game is away against Sheffield United on Saturday, where we can end the season with a win and rack up some goals and kind of put this season behind us, because it really has ended in a bit of a damp squib. And we're not in good form at the moment, and we're just about getting over the line, even in the last game. So let's leave it there, guys. It's going to be a fascinating game tomorrow. Really, really, really interesting one. Um, I'm not quite sure what to think of it, to be honest, but I will put out my post match video after. And as always, come on, you Spurs.